Yeah, that's what I thought. It is not allowed to enter. Hello and welcome back to the channel. On my first actual riding day with this new motorbike. I'm still in Munich, where I also started the tour at 425 kilometers. Now we have 427, so only 2 kilometers in. And we're on the way to Austria. That will be the goal for today. I have to check because my navigation wants me to get off the highway at the moment. Let me see, I have to go here. I'm using a new navigation right now. I have a trial, a 6-day trial activated, so I wanted to check if it works or not. It's funny, every time I reach a red light, I pull my brake because at the BMW you could activate the braking system so you don't have to touch anything anymore, but that's not possible here. I'm still so used to do it. Unbelievable. So far the bike feels pretty good with all the luggage. I'm not too sure I can reduce it that much, but I will see. This is really narrow here. Look at that. Freiburg am Inn. Ah, okay. Very nice. So we drove the first 110 kilometers. Still in Germany. I'm in Palling right now and I'm looking for a place to have my lunch. So far I'm quite happy with the navigation. It's good. What is less good is that the template turned off twice now. I don't know why. Seriously no idea. It has 100% battery though, so that can't be the reason. So I really have no idea what happened. I actually planned, obviously, to test the equipment before I start my tour, but I was just kind of out of time. Oh, hello! Cuties! So I had to take another direction now because the road was blocked. But I found this road which will lead me back to the track. Wow. Okay, I don't know what is wrong with the navigation, but something is not working. I'll just take a break here. That looks good. Because I have the bench over there. So don't judge me for my luggage at the moment. I know it's horrible and it won't stay like this. But I had to take the second bag for now. And I don't have anything to attach it properly, so I used this for now. But I will fix that as soon as I am in Croatia. Otherwise we have the hood bag. And we have the tools down there and the skid plate. But other than that, yeah, that's it. That is the setup of the bike, and as I said, my goal would be to get rid of this bag and only keep this one. That would be the goal, you know. Look at this place. It's gorgeous. Okay, the view could be better, but to be honest, over there is a mountain, so I really love it. And yeah, I have some water and some bread I brought from home. Time to continue. I have to check that I close all my pockets all the time. There we go. So we're pretty close to Austria already. I think around, what will it be, 30 kilometers maybe, or even less. And then I will be in Austria, in Salzburg. Look at that. There's even snow in the mountains. That's incredible. So the navigation led me back to the highway. I don't know why, again, but it's only until the next exit in 5 kilometers. We will reach Austria in a few seconds. As you can see, over there's all the police. And they check the border to Germany. Crazy time. Republik Österreich. I'm in Austria. This is my first border crossing of this year, of this new tour. I'm in Austria. Unbelievable. Look at these roads. This is so nice. I really have to learn to turn off the indicator. I forget it all the time. The BMW did it itself, so that is really a struggle with that new bike. I can't tell you how happy I am to have these views back. To be back on the bike and just look at this. This is just incredible. Wow. That was such a long time off the bike. Lovely. I took off my jacket because it's super hot. But I guess it will be still too cold without a jacket, but we will see. To 5 o'clock, so there are no motorbikes allowed during the night. She has a horse. That's cute. Look at that. That's so lovely. So we have a lot of this road now, many kilometers, but then there is an off-road part, and I found it with the navigation system I'm using at the moment, or not right now because this is always a map, but I had some struggle with the internet connection, so I switched because I have to download some maps before. Here I should find the track actually. Should be this one here, which is yeah, that's what I thought. It is not allowed to enter. Oh, that's not very nice. I was wondering because the app told me they have 39% off-road in Austria, and that's a lot because it's not allowed, as well as in Germany, and it says it's not allowed. They even put a sign underneath Forststraße. It says gilt auch für Radfahrer, so it's also for bicycle riders. What do I do now? Well, I can't help. I cannot ignore that sign. That's just a little bit too much. So I planned a new route, and this time I turned off all off-road tracks because I think it won't make any sense. You see, it's like everywhere. So I have to test the off-road part somewhere else. I know, usually you would plan routes by yourself, but that should actually be the advantage of this app. It shocked me. I saw a video and they said you can just put in 2 points and just go for it. That's a bit sad. I really thought I could test my bike off-road a little bit. Never had it off-road yet. But that's Germany and Austria. That's typical. It's already getting late. The shadows are bigger and bigger from the mountains. This is actually the first time I've got my reserve lamp for the front tank. So I'm right now at the front tank and I've got the lamp on. So that's pretty good because I wanted to check if that's working. But I still have a little bit left in my back tank, so that shouldn't be a problem. Hello! Yeah, beauty! Wow! Such a nice place for horses! Look at that! That is incredible! Just look at that. That's crazy. Can I park there? Cheers. I can. This is good. Just look at that. That is crazy beautiful here. Wow, I would like to camp there. But it's not allowed to wild camp in Austria. So this could be a bit problematic. Oh, you see there's snow. 1,648 meters. That's pretty cool. 1,738 meters. Look at that. That is pretty amazing. What a nice place. Wow. Silk Pass, 1,790 meters high. I love it. It says I have to ride slow and silent. I'm not entirely sure how to do that. I actually found a place for the night. I called a campsite. It's in Tamsweg, and she told me I can just go there, I can pitch my tent, and we will do everything else tomorrow. The bathroom is open, I can find everything, so that's pretty cool. And there I can also find a fuel station, so we are all good. As you can see, the light for the fuel tank is actually off, and that's because I switched the tanks again. I now use the fuel from the back tank, and yeah, I really love that. To have two fuel tanks, that's pretty cool. I reached Tamsweg, which is where I will spend the night. But first we will get some fuel. And my back tank is still not empty. That's amazing. I made almost 400 kilometers, so that's a pretty good thing, huh? V-Power. Super. That is what we want. Perfect. €31.63 for fuel. So let's see. I only have 3 minutes to go, then I will reach my campsite. Very nice. They have Aldi here. That is pretty cool. I can have my breakfast there tomorrow. Oh, that's lovely. Here we are, and she told me I can just pick my place wherever I want. and the building is open, so I think I'll go over here. That looked quite good actually. So here we are. I drove almost 400 kilometers. I can show you real quick. So I started here in Munich and crossed the border close to Salzburg, continued to Hallstatt, and then I drove a little bit back and forth, and now I'm here. Tomorrow I will cross the border. I'm not too sure yet how far, but maybe I already go to Croatia. I can show you my new tent real quick, because on my last trip I recognized that it's really bad if you have a tent that needs tent packs. So that was on the top of my list to buy a tent that can stand by itself, and this one does that, so I'm quite happy with the new tent. I'll show it to you. Pretty cool, isn't it? So the first day riding on the new motorbike, and of course there is still a lot to do. Yeah, I'm not entirely happy with the luggage. I'm not entirely happy with yeah, the places where I have everything. So I have to find that out. It's a huge change to the GS, of course, and I have to get used to that. It's less comfortable, but is also less heavy, and that is really nice. And yeah, I love it. And I was surprised actually that it was that easy to ride the bike, like especially for almost 400 kilometers. I don't have any problem with the seat or with the position on the bike, so that's pretty cool. So that was it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and see you for the next video. Bye!